Hello everyone, once again welcome back in our C programming series by TechBooster. So guys, in today's video we'll discuss about IDE. So what is IDE? IDE basically stands for Integrated Development Environment. So here we'll talk about our environment. Like here in my case, as I am creating this video, in this environment I have considered my laptop, I have considered my cell phone, I have considered my camera, I have considered my mic. So these are certain articles or components that I have considered in my environment. Similarly, while writing your code or while creating your program, you need to have certain environment where you can write your code, you can compile your code, and you can run your code. If I talk about our market, there are various IDEs available, but here in this video I will consider few of the most popularly used IDEs. So the first one that I have considered here is your Turbo C or C++. This is one of the old IDEs. If you want to use it, you can go with it, no issues. Secondly, what I have considered is your code blocks. Here in this video I will show you how to install code block, because in our later videos I will be using code block as my platform to write all my codes of C. Third one is your Dev C, C++. You can go with this as well. Next one is your Cilion. This one is one of the most widely and one of the most premium IDs, and this is by JetBrains. Next one is your Xcode. This one is specially for our Mac users. If you are using Mac operating system, in that case you can go with your Xcode IDE. Next one that I have considered is our Visual Studio. Again, this is one of the most popularly used IDs. Next I have considered is Eclipse, and then NetBeans. This Eclipse and NetBeans is mainly used for your Java programming, but if you are using this one, you can also use it for C programming. So guys, here in this case I have considered these 8 IDs. There are many other IDs as well, and what I will say you, if you are using either one of these IDs, you can go with it. It's not compulsory that as I will be using code block, you also need to follow code block. If you have already installed any other ID, you can go with it. So now I will show you how to install your code block and how to create your first project. So before installing your code block, you need to have your .exe file, because in my case I am using Windows, so I will need to have my .exe file. So in order to download your exe file, you can use your web browser. First of all, you need to have a proper internet connection, and then you can choose any of your web browser. In my case I am using Edge, so I'll open my browser, and here in Google I can directly type code blocks, or also you can use the URL codeblocks.org, and once you press enter, the first URL that you get here is your codeblocks.org. So now I'll click this one. Once you click, this is the interface. Now from here you need to select this download. Once you select this download, here you'll be getting some options. First of all, you need to select download the binary release. So I'll select this binary release. Now you have your file for all the operating systems. You have your Windows, you have your Linux, and you have your Mac. I'll move down. As you scroll down, here you can see you have your exe file for Windows operating system. So from here you just need to select code blocks 20.03 Ming wg setup.exe. So here this one is your compiler. You need to select this one, because here in this case we have our predefined compiler. So from here you can choose either one. I'll select this sourceforce.net, and once you click on this sourceforce.net, your download will start. But here in my case, as I've already downloaded this exe file, I'll stop this one. I'll just click on pause. So I'll pause this one, and directly I'll open my downloads. You can see this is my downloads, and here you just need to click in this exe file. So once you double click here, this may take some time depending on your system configuration, so be patient and be with me. It's verifying installer. Okay, so you need to click on next. Then this is your agreement. You can just go through all these terms and conditions as I have done, and then you need to click on this I agree, and then you need to click on this next, and then finally install. So this may again take some time, so you need to be patient and you need to be with me in this video. So now finally you need to click on this yes, and then you need to click on this next. So once you click on this next, you are done with your installation. Click on finish and your code block will open. So let my code block open for the first time. So this is the default compiler that you will get for the extension that you have downloaded. Just click on this one and click on OK. So once you click on OK, this may again take some time. So now you need to click on this OK, and finally this is the interface that you will get for your code block. Now in order to create your first project, you can click here in this file option, and then you need to go to new and then project. So here you can select any of the template. So I'll be selecting this console application and then go. Now I'll skip this one and click on next. Here you can select either C or C++ depending on the requirement. I'll select C and then again next, and now here you need to use your project title. So let me name it first project. Now here you can select your path. You can select in this option and you can choose your path where you want to save your project. So let me select my document, and here let me create a new folder and let me name it as C programming. Enter, and you can select on this select folder. So once done, now you can click on this next, and finally without changing any of this option, you need to click on finish. So once you click on finish, you can see this is your first project. Now here once you click on these sources, you can see you have a file called main.c. So once you double click here, you can see this is your program. So this will be your first C program. You need not worry regarding any of this line. We'll go through each and every line in details. So once you have this particular program, what you need to do, you just need to click on this build and run option. You can see this is a build and run option, and once you click on this build and run option, you will have this hello world in your console. So once you click here, you can see you have your output hello world. So guys, this is the way how you need to install your code block and how you can create your first project. So I hope this video was clear, and with this I'll be winding this video here. We'll see you in my next video where we'll start up with our new topics. So till then, goodbye and take care.